Hey guys.
Hey everyone, how's it going? We are doing our first live Q&A, question and answer on Facebook. Never done it before, so if you've got anything you want to ask or just say hi, we're here.
Always up for trying something new. So we're going to be here for about half an hour, and GMT at 6:30. We're actually in Brazil, in Sao Paulo right now, on tour, in the middle of a tour, and it's been amazing so far. We've done one weekend of Sonora and Alakazam. I'm here next weekend doing another couple of gigs in Vitoria and Salvador, and he's off to, where are you going?
I'm off to Buenos Aires for Argentina, which I can't wait for the groove party. It's been a while since I've been in Argentina. It's always a pleasure. So we've just been here hanging out for the week. We're making music in the hotel. We're enjoying Sao Paulo. We just started a new track, which is actually, we're going to continue and hopefully try and finish today.
Hello from Indonesia. Nice.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, tell us where you're from. Fire some questions at us if there's anything you want to know.
So, yeah.
Mexico.
Hello.
Nice. Hello, Eduardo.
Hello, Eduardo.
India.
Wow.
Chaudhry. So basically how this works is we're looking at the computer screen, and on the right-hand side of it, there's there's a stream of questions and comments that are coming up. So we're kind of glancing off, and we can read the questions and answer them as they come in.
It's quite exciting, this, actually. Never done this before.
Cape Town. Nice. All over the world.
Hey, Cape Town. Love my times in Cape Town.
Very cool.
I was there for the Origin Festival. It was amazing, Love that one.
And basically, everyone kind of saying hello and where you're from. That's pretty good. Thanks, Tiago.
Monstrous. Yeah. And we love Brazil, and it's so good to be here. We've had a whole week in between gigs in Sao Paulo. So it's always a fun city to be in, I've had some great nights out in Sao Paulo. Really good nights out here. Portugal.
Yeah, and we've started this track on our laptops.
Guava loves this. Look, Alakazam from this weekend.
Nice. And India, nice. Thanks, Dilip. And so we're halfway through a new Killerwatts track, which we start on both of our laptops. And I'll make some weird and wonderful noises. Leon can fire me over lots of samples. We get the track happening in Ableton. He's got this big jawbone speaker.
It's amazing, the bass on this. I mean, we've been doing...
It's not bad, is it?
It's not bad, considering what it is. And for a hotel studio we've turned it into, it's pretty good, Yeah. It's not too bad. Wow, hello from my hometown, Brighton, in England. That's nice. That's where I'm from, in the UK.
So hit us with some questions. Anything that you want to know. Would I work with Armin like certain artists have? I wouldn't mind having his kind of bank account, that's for sure. Access to his bank account. I don't think necessarily I would. There would be that much musical overlap because we're doing something deeply psychedelic, I hope, and want to keep it that way. But Leon is actually playing at EDC next week. I played for his party, A State of Trance. That's right.
He's the first full-on psychedelic to ever be playing there, probably at that tempo, I'm playing. And I think it's a great thing to
opening doors to
turn people into new people, and for them to hear a different kind of music, and if they like it and they get an experience, and I think it's a positive thing, It's a different world. But they seem to be, these days they seem to be
embracing it.
Yeah, embracing it.
Trance is getting bigger, and as long as the message that is inside trance, that of kind of expanding your consciousness through raving, as long as that message carries forward with that music to more and more people, I see that as a good thing. I mean, look how big the boom is these days. They sell out 30,000 tickets in a matter of minutes. I don't think they've necessarily lost their the spirit of what they do. God bless them, and lots of the other festivals as well. Hello from Hamburg.
Yeah, and look, Christian, talking about the Alakazam party we had a few days ago. I just posted a video on my Instagram, my Facebook. The energy was explosive there. I mean, we're talking, it's like nearly 40 degrees, and it's the hottest party I think I've ever played, actually. I mean, it was so hot, but they were going blasting all day and jumping, going crazy, and it was amazing to see that energy in such conditions, you know.
And it'd been raining in the night, so it was quite muddy as well.
Yeah, it'd been fully raining in the night, and when it rains there, it pours. I mean, it was like a kind of a mud bath, and then it goes. It was, you know, all the elements. But it was.
But that's something special about Brazil that I love is the energy that people here. They just keep going on, and they just don't stop. They can go. I mean, the stamina that they've got here is incredible. You know, so respect for that.
Yeah, that's true. It was amazing, wasn't it? It really was. And the Sonora as well, the day before it in Sao Paulo was one of the most epic gigs. I mean, huge. And what a sequence in that as well. You know, we had us playing the package, all 3 lives, and Adja doing a 2-hour set after, and then there was like another, I think, 8 live acts.
Yeah, we love Adja. Love Adja.
Yeah.
Who loves Adja out there?
Yeah. It's a new album, Bunty. Hey,
hello in Goa. Oh, when I'm in Goa from Ron. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, so we're working on new track. We just put an album out in the last year, so we're just, obviously, that was fairly recent, and we're just making new tracks now after the album for singles and EPs, and that's what we're focusing on today in the hotel.
Yeah. Hi, Ron from Israel. Thanks.
Yeah, and what have we got going on in Israel?
Mickey Daly. Hello, mate. Yay.
Mickey,
UK.
how's it going, buddy? So we've got the Nano label party in Tel Aviv, actually. So I don't know if you're whoever wrote that from Israel, but yeah, you should come along to that. It's going to be really got like a whole bunch of us coming.
Good. Someone's fired in a question. If I was to become a Psy-Trance DJ, how would I start? There's lots of questions coming in now as well. That's good. These days, get yourself the music software. I don't think being just a DJ is enough these days. You've got to write your own music. And I think, you know, with Ableton, GarageBand, you know, start off with something. Start writing your own music. You don't have to be, you know, a classically trained pianist or a top-level producer, on the other hand, to get started. There is a steep learning curve, but people can do that, you know, if you're good at...
That's true.
You know, hey, I just joined us. Hey, hello, buddy.
Hey, speak of the devil.
Yeah, just giving him a big up. So get the laptop. I like Ableton. I write on Ableton. Just start working. Download. Go on YouTube. There's a million videos on YouTube that you can watch. You know, how to produce some. You know, it's also find your style. Reference lots of other artists that you like. Listen to it and you know, and kind of.
You missed the question because some of you were just flying in there, but someone was asking, when is Metamorphosis going to be released? They love that track.
That, which was the soundtrack to my Ozora video. And in fact, the Neverland video, which I've just released. I think we're going to do that in maybe end of June. I spoke to Regan, who's the Nano label boss, and yeah, he's got a big schedule of tracks coming out. So,
so someone's saying, what happened with...
June.
What happened with the sound system at Sonora during Killerwatts and Tristan sets? Well, Tristan set, I was on the dance floor blasting, and it was so loud I had to have my earplugs in. So it certainly wasn't happening for most of the set when I was there. Maybe it just happened for a track, they had a problem or something. I can't obviously comment on the Killerwatts, but Tristan's was pumping and loud. I was right in the middle front. middle even, yeah. There was so many people, I didn't know. It was great.
Excellent. So keep them coming in. Keep the questions coming in.
Mohit, what's up? How's it going, buddy?
It's nice when friends pop up.
Yeah, it's always nice to see.
And Roy, likewise.
Yeah.
Saludos desde Mexico. Cuando por aquí.
Sweden, you were just there, weren't you?
Yes. Johannes. Yeah. In fact, I was in Stockholm for the first time in in many years of playing, traveling. I've played in Gothenburg.
So that was the only time you ever played?
Only ever time I've been there, yeah. And the party was great, super underground, and really, really enjoyed it.
So, Ron, you like my new release, Molecules? Nice one. Thanks, with the Mario bit. Yeah, thanks. It's just that one's been a little secret weapon. It's finally out there now. But yeah, I've been playing that in all the sets.
Portugal.
Glad you like it, man.
Nice. And Argentina. Yay. Minsk. Great.
Nice.
Yeah. People are definitely loving Adja. We're getting lots of Adja with a heart.
Adja's here. He's
I know.
He's in the background somewhere.
That's good.
I wonder if he's still in Brazil.
No, I spoke to him this morning. He's back in Switzerland.
He's back. Yeah,
exactly.
Come back to Recife. Greetings from Shambhala. Oh, nice one. Davey, how's it going? Davey, yeah, special one at Shambhala. And hopefully some exciting news about Recife, I hope.
How did we guys start DJing and producing? I started DJing back when it was just rave music. And after about 2 or 3 years of DJing, I went to Goa in 1993, came back with my head blown out, my brain kind of calibrated, and I bought an Atari and a load of synths and started making music then. But I started DJing first. Bilaz, hello mate, Spinal Fusion, good to see you.
And for me, well, 93, I was still in school, so I didn't even know this beautiful world existed with psychedelic trance. I started off as a bedroom DJ, and then I started...
Hey, we all started as bedroom DJs.
And I started making my own club parties, and that's why I wanted to start DJing, so I could play at my club parties, because I was finding it hard at the time to find good DJs to book. And then, I ended up playing, and someone saw me play there and invited me to play there. We used to have these amazing illegal squat raves in London, like big parties every weekend, a few thousand people, really underground, in cinemas, warehouses, you know, anywhere they could get away with it, basically, even churches. And then I started playing as an underground DJ in the warehouse, these illegal squat parties. And that's how I kind of built my name there. And that's when I met the producers like Wild Things, Alex EVP, who taught me how to make music. I did NAMM with him, and I learned a lot. And then I met the Nano guys, Tristan, of course, and then everything kind of changed overnight after that. You know, it became from a hobby to a career, and one I love very much still.
Great. I think we've got another Mexican flag.
Nick Gonzo in the house.
Nick, hello mate.
What's up, buddy?
Keep rocking, dudes. Big love.
Yeah,
big love to you,
hope
mate.
to see you soon, bro.
And we're definitely going to keep rocking, mate. There's no end to this.
Yeah, our summer festivals are coming. So who's excited about the festivals?
Yeah.
Huh? We're getting to the warmer times now. We're nearly there. Not long.
Final Avalon, Tristan, or Killerwatts? Are you confirmed on Boom? Good question.
Good question. Sonora was amazing.
Noisily, yes.
Yes, Noisily. We're on all 3 projects, and we can't wait. I'm actually taking the whole weekend off just to party for that one. It's one of my favorites in England.
So, are any of you guys budding producers or DJs? Alakazam was amazing, by the way. I thought the energy was great.
Awesome.
Yeah. What's up with the UK scene? What about a nano night? I'd book it right now. We did a nano night I moved out of London 2 years ago to a place called Frome, which is in the West Country near Glastonbury. And it's actually a small town, fairly inconsequential, but it is the heart of the alternative scene in the UK. And we did a nano night there in a pub.
Oh yeah, that one in Frome.
Yeah, and it was me, Tongue and Groove, Pogo. Who else played? Regan, yeah, of course,
Jez.
and Jez. Laughing Buddha. Tip did a night in the same venue, small, cozy.
Speaking of the devil, Regan's just joined.
Has he?
Well, we keep saying people and they're coming in.
Hello, Regan.
We're manifesting it.
It's Nano Boss Man. Hey, guys.
It's the boss man.
Love the masterclass on Future Phonics. Thanks a lot. That was, that was good to do. And it's always good to learn, new stuff. And, when you have to try and teach somebody else something that you do, it consolidates in your own mind, those processes. So, like Tristan, go Reunion Islands. Wow, nice. I can't pronounce your name though. Slovenia.
Wow, people from everywhere. It's lovely. It's lovely to see.
Lots of icons coming in. But if anyone's got any questions, personal, professional, ask away. Anything you want.
Well, any question? When does Tristan get his hair done?
A mate of mine in Goa called Philip actually cuts my hair there, and he's the best. On the Wednesday markets he used to.
In Goa, great.
Yeah. And I've just done 4 months in Goa, the season out there, which was an amazing season. Parties every night of the week, and then towards the end of the season there was a new police chief that came into office, and she was stopping all the parties at 10 p.m. I had 3 of my sets in the middle of my set stopped by the police
in a row.
in a row. And on the last time, they took my laptop taken by the cops in Goa, man. I could see it. I was playing at the party, banging away, and suddenly police turn up.
I'm glad you got that back. That would have been
yeah. I got it back. Problem. But anyway, then police turn up, middle of the set, slam the laptop shut. Everyone's like, oh, and walk off with it. But Sanjay from Shiva Valley got it back for me.
So yeah, we'd love to come to the south of Brazil with Killerwatts sometime. I hope it happens. Let's put the feelers, put the vibes out there. Any
Porto Alegre, where are you, Pablo?
We'd love to. And thanks for Kiba on that comment on Sonora. They ran to the front, you pushed away in there and enjoyed it. Nice one. It means a lot to hear that. It was played in the night time, but there was moments when everything was lit up and we could see what we were looking up to. It was beautiful.
Wow, how many hours in a day do we produce? When I'm at home, I tend to wake up, do the family bit, get as much of my admin out of the way, and then when I'm ready, had about 6 or 7 coffees, hit the studio, and then I'll go till 2, 3 in the morning. So I can do 10, 12 hour, 14 hour stretch easily.
Yeah.
And you have to. Trance is very, very labor intensive.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time, a lot of commitment. So if anyone is out there,
it takes me about, on average, 5 days if I'm on flow to do a track. Yeah. And then you go out, you play it, test it out, and I come back to the studio and say, right, kick needs to be 1 dB louder, or the mix isn't quite right, and we use our dance floors as a judge to test the mix and most importantly the vibe of the track. Yeah, if it works or not.
Big vibes from Morocco. Hey, hi Nara, thanks for that photo. Haim Lev from The Outsiders is with us. Hey Haim.
What's up, Haim? Shame we missed you at the Alakazam. You played earlier on. We kind of didn't cross paths there. And someone said, how long did it take us to do the second Killerwatts album?
A year?
About a year.
But we did it intensely. We wrote it in my studio, so Leon would get on a train, come up to London. He's not afraid of hard work, this man. I tell you that.
I'm about grafting, and it was lovely. It was compared to the first album. This was a completely different ride for us, and it was a lot more. It just flowed so much more smoothly and lovely. It was so much more. It was a lot of work, but it went a lot quicker than the first album. The first album took us a lot longer than the second album.
And, he was practically my housemate for six or 8 months.
Yeah, pretty much living in the house to do it.
And we've got Kian here who's just started writing and send us a link. Great, we'll check that out.
Cool, that's a nice way to do it actually. Put a link in there, check it out. It saves the live, doesn't it? This chat, so all the comments will be in there. I reckon.
Must be.
Yeah. It's our first time doing this, so yeah, it's exciting. You see that more people joining, more people leaving.
Rigoberto Flores, is that the Italian flag? Where are you from? Arturo? Good man.
Yeah.
So what about, look, if you're not going to ask us questions, I'll start asking you some questions. Come tell us what your favorite events are, where your favorite country is to rave. What are your favorite tunes of ours? Give us some inspiration, feedback. What is it that you like about, so we can go and improve what we do by listening to you. Alan Skunk, we'll see you at the Sonica, definitely. The Sonica was one of my highlights of the festival season last year. I had the honor of closing the festival. They had a brand new venue in the mountains. It was world class. It was so beautiful there. They had a river flowing through down these mountainous peaks, dance floor in the forest, proper psychedelic family crew there, and it went off. So I can't wait to go back there, definitely. Hey, Daniel Richards.
Always beautiful locations at Sonica.
Just down the road in Frome. Great. Well, it's at the Wheat Sheaves, or what used to be the Wheat Sheaves. And Merv, Eat Static has done a night there. Tip do their nights there. So, I'm sure you won't miss it if you delve into it. So I prefer to play by day or night. Well, funnily enough, that's changed quite a lot over the years. I was always a morning kind of guy, the twilight, a magic hour between 6 and 7 a.m., let's say, and then into the day. And as more time's gone on, I'm doing this kind of Goa renaissance. I've enjoyed playing the nighttime and having slightly more edgy, but I know Avalon, Leon has started to what's your favorite time? Kind of midnight, right?
Yeah, just sort of early night. I'm enjoying.
Zark.
I'm enjoying more. I mean, I love sunset. I think sunset is probably best time, and then after that, I really like. But obviously the daytime's is also really amazing. You can actually see everyone, look everyone in the eyes that you're playing to, and night times parties are not always lit up where you can see everyone. So they both have their their favorite bits. But yeah,
great. Some questions coming in. Yes, Aviral, come and meet us on the dance floor. That's where I always am. Regan, love you.
Same.
Who's your future DJ producer star? Someone really hot right now is, for me, Mandala on Nano Records.
Watch out for his stuff.
Yeah. How far do we pan hi-hats? Technical question. Yeah, not all the way. Kind of off-center. Depends. Sometimes you've got several kind of hi-hats playing, and you can pan them all around the stereo field to get your mix sounding a bit wider.
Why was Goa terrible, Ron? You mean with the parties all getting stopped?
Yes, that's what I mean.
Probably
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And tips on a mix. Good source material. Yeah, that's the key. If you start with good source material, then you're halfway there.
You can't polish a turd.
You can roll it in glitter.
Yeah, the classic saying.
So
come to India again. Yeah, well, India is still one of my favorite places where it all began, as I said before, for me. And yeah, it was such a good, not in Goa, but we toured all of India this time, and it was amazing. I love the vibes there, the people.
This one here. Can we talk about workflow of producing? Questions are coming in, so we're going to kind of try and keep them.
We will, as long as you ask us quite specific what you want. We will answer. So workflow.
Quite short, in a nutshell, so we can answer lots of them. My workflow is, get on with the arrangement. Start the arrangement as quickly as you can. If you've got, some good source material and some good stuff happening, start putting it into the timeline.
Don't get stuck in a loop.
Yeah,
basically. And that's which we've all been there.
A good metaphor for life.
Yeah. Isn't it? Right.
So once you start arranging, I tend to start with a good kick and bass, and then it's good to have a concept for a track and some good leads. If you've got the good material, the arrangement, the story can help tell itself. I know that's quite vague, but it's quite hard to, every track that you write is always different. What track are you guys most proud of? I think Wake Up has been a classic, but it's kind of stood the test of time as well.
Yeah, and I really love Hooked from our new album as well. That's like a kind of cult classic track it's turned into, and it's just, I was really happy with that one as well, and the other ones, of course.
Why did I not play Blaze the Fire at Sonora? Very good question, because I almost didn't play it at Alakazam, because Nora had...
only got an hour.
And it was a nighttime set, and that is that's a daytime tune for me. But Nora very kindly came up to me and said, play Blaze the Fire, and I'd already kind of finished my set, so I had to turn around to the next DJ, Steph, and say, look, do you mind if I play one more? And she said, no. And at which point I dropped Blaze the Fire and Blaze the Fire.
It went off.
And it went off. And it was an afterthought, but very happy.
Favorite place to rave? Ozora. Yeah, Ozora is one of my favorites, that's for sure. Definitely one of my faves.
I think Goa is my favorite place to party, where you're there all season, you party with the same people month after month, and you can really, go deep and have a big level of trust and some of the best, most amazing underground music and inspirational stuff. And that's where it kind of all started, partying on the beach every day. And it's the best place in the world to recover as well.
So there we go. Look, someone's picking up on the track we made with Mandala, Edge of Time. One of our favorites as well. It was, I think the first time I was ever working with Angus from Mandala, and what a, we made we did Ready to Rumble and that one, 2-hit tracks with him, and he's a great guy to work with, and he's new guy on Nano, so check him out.
And I did Mimosa Dosa with him, which came out. That's and right. I've written another one with him called working title Changastan. We might call it just Changa, inspired by that, if you know what I mean. And that's going to be coming out next month on Nano. The main difference between Goa Trance and Psy.
You're talking about the old Goa Trance, because there's obviously quite a difference.
I think melody is the difference. I think that's the big difference, the Goa melodies. and psytrance is more, for me anyway, more kind of harmonic.
And if you listen to the way it's actually mixed, back in the day, the lead lines would be like louder than anything. The kick and the bass was background in the mix, quiet. If you listen to nowadays, it's all about the kick and the bass is up front in the mix, you know. But back then, it was all about the lead lines being really loud and the kick and bass being a real background part. But you know, in the modern day psychedelic trance, it's you know, the kick and bass is really is loud, you know, loud and up front in the mix, you know, and that really does obviously change the sound. But as you said, the melodies, you still get Goa melodies in today, but it's obviously it's different.
Yeah. And a new track from Fearsome Engine. Well, we did do an EP a couple of months ago called Machine Elf Radio, and I'm very proud of that track. That is a proper bit of psychedelic music. So Arthur, if you didn't catch that, look out for that. But we do have another one called coming out next month on Nano called The Meaning of Life. Great. Who's my favourite artist?
It's a hard question.
That's a hard
favourite. It's got some favourites.
Apart from Avalon.
Well, I mean, obviously, yeah.
But you know, Adja's been a big inspiration over you know, recent years, so he's definitely up there.
One of my biggest inspirations at the very beginning, when I first wanted to produce music, was Cosmosis, like the old Cosmosis stuff. That really was, and like Shakhtar, if you listen to like his Silicon Trip album and all the first stuff he was doing, that really inspired me. This sort of UK sort of
Man-Made Man for me, and a guy called Process, who released on Flying Rhino and Tip and many other labels. He was a massive influence for me, but that was going back a bit. And you know, you were inspired by quite a lot of kind of rock.
Yeah,
stuff, weren't you?
Yeah. I mean, I've come from the rock scene. I was like really into Nirvana. I mean, one of my favorite bands still to this day, and all that, and grew up in that style. You know, that was my scene, and it wasn't until I first got switched on to psychedelic trance that I fell in love with dance music. But before that, I was just, you know, I wasn't into it at all. I was just a rocker, but everything. I went to raver overnight.
And what about rave? What about inspirations from rave? Prodigy?
Yeah, exactly. Really, really into. I mean, you know, I grew up.
Hi, Ariane.
Grew up on that. The Prodigy, or the bands like this, for sure. They're the first dance music that I ever really got into. And then, of course, the first rave, and everything changes overnight. That's it. You know,
there's no turning back. Yeah.
Say goodbye to the guitar and bought some CD decks, and the rest is history.
Hi, Jimbo. Yay.
Jimbo, what's up? Well, Ariane as well. Hi, how's it going?
And interestingly, someone was saying to me the other day why they thought dance music had taken over. Avalon's eyes are incredible. Go on, Bruce. Aren't they? Yeah, in the flesh they are.
Thank you for the compliment.
Saying why they thought dance music had kind of overtaken rock, you know, mainstream music. It's because of the sound pressure that you can get from machines instead of bass guitars. I don't know if that's true or not, but I certainly know that you know, the sound pressure you can get from a synthesizer on the bottom end is fairly intense, and that's what keeps us going. But I try and use quite a lot of organic noises inside of my mixes as well, but you know, it's definitely electronic music.
And Johannes, for talking about the Gothenburg party we played, the Psychedelic Blast, that was amazing. Party was really awesome. Remember this one? We're back here. Thanks a lot for that one. We loved it, and I hope to go back to Sweden again soon. Instead of Stockholm sounded like
some crazy people in Sweden.
Yeah,
definitely up for the party.
Love it. We are waiting for you, Hyderabad. When you just in Hyderabad?
No, that was Bliss.
I was in Hyderabad.
No, I just did an India tour just before I left, and I was in Mumbai, Kitty Suta, Mumbai, Delhi, and Pebbles in Bangalore. Oh my God, that was incredible. Yeah.
That's good.
So we've got 5 or 6 minutes left.
Yeah, we've got another 5 minutes left, and then we're going to finish this track that we started this week in our hotel studio, which we transformed here.
I'll go and get the laptop.
Yeah, and maybe we can, fill you in on how that one goes. It's going really well. We've got loads of sounds. I've been making loads of sounds and throwing them at Tristan, and he's been putting them in the project. And we are, we're going to finish it soon. So we've only got another 5 minutes left, and then we're going to smash it out today.
So I just got some new stickers.
I love this so much.
That's going to be the artwork. I haven't written my new album yet, but I'm going to start writing it.
So killer.
And
I love it.
Look, this is a picture that this girl, Natalia, drew for me in Goa. That's actually a sticker on my laptop now. And I've been dishing out a few of those on this tour. I've got 1,000 of them printed up. So every gig I go to, if you guys are here, and
make sure you ask for one of these.
Ask for one of these stickers, and I'll definitely have one in my bag.
I've just taxed them of loads of them. They're amazing. They look even better in the flesh, of course. My favorite track I've ever done. It's hard to say. I mean, it's a hard one to say that, you know. I mean, Stinking Warehouse I loved because it was really inspired from this underground scene that I came from, and it's one of my favorite tracks. And I've just done a rehash of it, new kick and bass, which I'm going to start playing again in my sets, which I really started. So.
Hi Nara, would I remaster Substance, not my last, but one of my second album? Problem is, I have your mum sending you a message saying she loves the Firestarter track.
Oh my God. I can't believe that just came up. Yeah.
Thanks, Mum.
My mum's digging the new remix. It's funny, she's just gone into Facebook after all these years, and now she's like following me and everything. And she's like mentioning, "Oh, I love this track. I love this track. It's so sweet." You know.
Classic. Tryptamine is a good one as well. But yeah, Substance was written on an old computer. God, so long ago. I just don't even have the stems or the audio or the MIDI anymore. So unfortunately, I could remaster it, but I'd want to go back to the tracks. I don't even have the mixdowns of them. So I find once a track is done, you put it out in the world and you let it go. Unless you've got it currently on your computer and you can just take the kick and bass off and put a new one on and give it a polish. But going back to old computers and previous albums from a decade ago is just too hard.
Yeah, and nice one, Willan. Killerwatts destroyed in Sonora last weekend. Thanks. It was, I think one of my favorites I've had in Brazil.
So this is the track that we're working on at the moment. I don't know if you can even see that. It's in Ableton. So basically we start with a few parts. And we've got this kind of vocoded vocal. What? What? And we've just got some vocals in here. My vocal that we put.
Yeah, so it's good to record us. If you're trying to search a film for a vocal, just use your own voice.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing what you can create with your own voice and put it for effects. So
tune in,
tripped out,
etc. And that's our intro.
So yeah, it's, you know, if you're trying to find that sample, just use your own voice. You know, put it through effects, and you can say exactly what you want or make any sound and turn it into something else. So.
Yeah, exactly. So a couple more minutes. Anyone out there? Any more questions? There've been lots of compliments. I appreciate that,
people want to come to Hyderabad.
Argentina.
Getting out.
Hyderabad. Well, I won't be coming back to India until next season now. I did 4 months there. It was great.
Argentina and Goa both in the stage.
Lily. Great.
So, another Sonora. Wow, so many Sonora comments. It's lovely. Going to visit Greece. Yes, we are.
Yes, next month.
Next month.
Thessaloniki, we're doing a nano party.
Yeah, so we're joining the big boss man Regan. We're doing the Killerwatts Tristan, Avalon, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's
soon.
Yeah.
Is it this month?
That is.
Yeah. Yeah, we are in, or is it May?
It's the 21st of April.
Oh, it's this month.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're coming really soon. After here, we go to Israel for the nano party.
Nano party in Israel.
Then we go from Israel straight to Greece direct.
Exactly.
I don't think we're going to go home for weeks now.
No, then I've got a gig in Milan,
yeah.
Porto, Japan, then Athens, Switzerland, Montenegro. That's what's coming up for me in the next month.
Yeah, it's a busy one.
Simon Dean, yes, the answer is yes.
Josh, Future Frequency, yes. Yes, my other project, Future Frequency, there is. We're just finishing 2 EPs. That's with me and Sonic Species. It's going to be coming out on Nano. We've got a couple of cycling tracks. I'm going to post a clip soon of that. And we're taking the project in a new direction, which is very exciting. And
are you? What direction is that?
Well, it's actually going faster, and it's going to be more full on psychedelic. With a real hybrid Avalon Sonic Species, and that's what we're feeling right now. So, you know, that's where we want to take it, and we're going to see. So we're making some more banging stuff now.
Okay, Andrea sees you around in Brighton.
Hey,
Trafalgar Street.
Trafalgar Street.
Tomboy.
If I see you around Trafalgar Street in Brighton, well, that's where I live, one road away from that. So if you see me, say hello. Hi. Or have we met? I don't know. Next time, say hi. Yeah. You say hi, because I'm not sure what you're
Tyson Street, the best days in the UK. Well, yeah, for me they were. Just coming. Do we ever play DJ sets? I sometimes DJ my own music when I'm in Goa, or I'm at a underground party, or do lots of house parties. And I don't have the facility to do my full kind of live show. I'll definitely just DJ some of my own tunes, but generally only my own music.
Great. So I think we should make some music. I think it's time to go.
Lashen, well, you've got to admit the Colours track was actually quite good, I thought. But there we go.
And thanks everyone for the lovely feedback, comments, and whatever. It's nice to do this for the first time.
Yeah, it's been quite fun.
And we'll do it. We'll do it again another time soon. So we're gonna make some psychedelic sounds right now and get on with it.
Signing off.
We're gonna sign off. We will see you very, very soon. We hope.
Bye. Bye, Jimbo. Bye, Regan.